Good morning. May God's grace and peace be with each of us as we look towards heaven. In Hebrews chapter 11, verse 16, we read, "They desire a better country, that is, a heavenly. Wherefore God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he has prepared for them a city." We have evidences of God's care and love for us, as it is expressed in the lessons that he gave to his disciples upon the things of nature. Our eyes are not to be fastened upon deformities or the curse, but upon the riches of the graces of Christ that has been provided so abundantly, that we may live in this world and act our part in the great web of humanity, and yet not be of this world. As pilgrims, as strangers, looking for a brighter things of God, the joy that is set before us, seeking a city whose builder and maker is God, and by beholding the provisions made for us, the mansions Jesus has gone to prepare for us, talking of the blessed home, we forget the annoyances, the fretting of the cares of this life. We seem to breathe in the very atmosphere of the better, the heavenly country. We become absorbed and are comforted. We are more than this. We are joyful in God. We could not know the gracious purpose of God towards us, but for his promises. For it is from them that we learn that he has prepared for those who loved him. As the flowers in God's wise economy are constantly drawing the properties from the earth and air to develop into pure and beautiful buds and flowers, and give forth their fragrance to delight our senses, so shall it be with us and the promises that God has given us. We draw from those promises all the peace, the comfort, the hope that will develop in us the fruits of peace, joy, and faith. And by bringing these promises into our own life, we bring them always into the life of others. So let us hold fast to these promises. They are like the precious flowers in the garden of God. They awaken in us hope and expectation, and lead us to firmer faith and reliance upon God. They strengthen us in trouble and teach us precious lessons of trusting God. He, in these precious promises, draw back from eternity and give us a glimpse of the far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Let us then be quiet in God. Let us be calm and trusting in him, and praise him that he has shown us such revelation of his will and purpose, that we shall not build our hope of this future life, but keep the eyes upward to the inheritance of light, and see and sense his amazing love as we look towards heaven.